Marketing your GovCon business in federal contracting isn't like marketing in the commercial world. There are no flashy ads, no viral social media campaigns, and let's be real, cold emails to contracting officers often get ignored. If you're new to government contracting, you might be feeling frustrated. You've heard that you need to market your business, but every strategy you've tried feels like you're just throwing things at the wall, hoping something sticks. You're not alone. And I know exactly how this feels. When I first started, I tried all the traditional marketing methods that the industry pushes. Some of them were useful, some weren't, and today I want to break down which ones actually move the needle. The truth is, marketing in GovCon isn't just about getting your name out there. It's about targeted positioning and bidding strategically. And today I'll show you exactly what that looks like. If you're new here, welcome to GovKidMethod. I'm Derek James. And by my 30th birthday, I won 32 federal contracts worth over $15 million for small business. Now, I share the truths about government contracting that the industry won't tell you. And if you're serious about winning contracts, also make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Let's start today by looking at the 5 direct marketing activities that most people in the industry say you should be doing. Number 1, capability statements. One of the most common marketing strategies is using a capability statement. This is the GovCon equivalent of a business card. It's a one-page document that tells agencies who you are, what you do, and why they should care. If you send a capability statement to a contracting officer without any prior interaction, chances are they won't remember you unless they actively need your services. However, if you send one after a conversation or a meeting, it helps reinforce your credibility. It's a necessary tool, but don't expect a capability statement to magically land you contracts. Think of it as a supporting document rather than your primary strategy. Number 2, sources sought notices. Another common marketing approach is responding to sources sought notices. Sources sought are not actual contract opportunities. They are market research tool that agencies use to determine if there are enough businesses capable of fulfilling a requirement. If a contracting officer posts a sources sought, say for IT support, and you respond, it could lead to a set aside for your business category, such as 8A or SDVOSB. This can further help shape future contracts in your favor, but it's a long game. It's not something that will bring you immediate results. Number 3, small business liaisons or OSDBUs. A third method is working with small business liaisons, also known as OSDBUs for direct marketing. These are people in agencies tasked with helping small businesses get contracts. If you schedule a capability briefing, for example, with an OSDBU, you can introduce your business and explain how your services align with their mission. They might point you toward upcoming opportunities or introduce you to a contracting officer. Now, while this can be a good networking tool, keep in mind that OSDBUs do not award contracts. Their role is to provide guidance and connections, but you still have to do the legwork. Number 4, GovCon conferences and networking events. Another marketing activity that is often recommended is attending GovCon conferences and GovCon networking events. There's a lot of talk about the importance of networking, but does it actually lead to contracts? If you attend a defense contracting conference, for example, and meet a contracting officer, wow, that's great. But what happens next? If you don't follow up strategically, that connection quickly fades. Networking is useful for long-term brand awareness, but it won't land you a contract on its own. Number 5, marketing your set-aside certifications. The last traditional marketing strategy is leveraging set-aside certifications such as 8A HubZone, woman-owned or service-disabled veteran-owned small business certifications. Having a certification can open doors, but it's not a golden ticket. Some contractors assume that once they receive an 8A certification, agencies will automatically reach out to them. That's not how this works. You still have to position yourself properly and actively pursue opportunities. Certifications can be valuable, but they don't do the selling for you. Now, if you're feeling maybe a little overwhelmed by all of this, I get it. Government contracting isn't exactly intuitive, especially when you're first starting out. That's why I put together my federal government contracting strategy guide. It walks you through how to position your business the right way from the start so that you're not wasting time on things that don't move the needle. You'll find the link in the comments below for the free strategy guide. So instead of focusing solely on direct marketing, let's talk about an effective approach that I call indirect marketing. I also have 5 ways you can start using indirect marketing today that will transform your marketing plan into something that is very effective, very logical, and fits perfectly into a higher level proposal and bidding strategy. Number 1, contacting the contracting officer before you bid. One of the simplest yet most effective strategies is reaching out to the contracting officer before you submit your proposal. A short, professional email introducing yourself and stating your intent to bid puts your name on their radar before they even review proposals. It shows initiative, professionalism, and sometimes, even though not always, you might get useful insight from their response. Let's say an IT services contract is posted on sam.gov. Instead of blindly submitting a proposal, take the extra step, research the contracting officer. Look at their past awards, see which companies they've worked with in the past, and understand their buying habits as much as you can. Once you've gathered some context, send a brief but strategic email introducing yourself and your company, mentioning your company's experience, and stating that you'll be submitting a bid in response to their opportunity that's posted on SAM. Even if you don't get a response, you've just planted your name in their mind before they even see your proposal. If they do respond, you might gain additional insights that could refine your approach as well. This technique is not a magic bullet, but it gives you a small edge that can make a big difference over time. Number 2, submitting questions during the solicitation stage. Submitting smart, detailed questions during the Q&A period of a solicitation is a highly underutilized marketing tool that can give you a competitive advantage. Hear me out. Most businesses either don't submit questions or they ask vague, generic ones that don't add value. But when you take the time to ask insightful, technical, or strategic questions about the opportunity, the statement of work, it positions you as a knowledgeable and engaged bidder. For example, let's say a janitorial services contract is posted, but the solicitation doesn't mention whether government provided equipment is included. Instead of guessing, you submit a well thought out question like, quote unquote, can the government confirm whether all cleaning equipment and supplies will be provided by the agency, or should bidders include those costs in their pricing? By asking questions like this, you not only clarify important details for your proposal response, but you also stand out to the contracting officer as someone who is paying attention. Number 3, submitting a strong proposal and pricing response. This one may seem obvious, but submitting proposals consistently is an indirect marketing strategy in and of itself. Many businesses only submit 1 or 2 proposals and then they give up if they don't win. The reality is bidding is a numbers game. Think of it like learning a new skill. When I first started working out, for example, I didn't know what I was doing really. My form was probably really off and I was lifting pretty inefficiently, but I kept showing up and over time I got better. GovCon is the same way. The more proposals you submit, the better you get at writing them, pricing them, and understanding what agencies are really looking for. Even if you don't win, every proposal you submit, guys, is another touch point with that agency. And when they see your name repeatedly in their bid reviews, they start to remember you. That familiarity can be an advantage when your name comes up again in a possible future solicitation. Number 4, following up for feedback, win or lose. Another indirect marketing activity that most businesses completely overlook in GovCon is following up for a debrief or a form of feedback after a contract is awarded. Again, whether you win or lose. If you win, a debrief can provide valuable insight into what worked well in your proposal. And if you lose, it helps you learn where did you fall short and how should you improve next time. Let's say you submitted a proposal, once again, for IT services contract and you weren't selected as an awardee. Instead of moving on without feedback, send a follow-up email requesting a debrief within 72 hours. Not only will you gain valuable insights for your next bid, but it also shows the contracting officer that you are serious about doing business with their agency. And here's something a lot of contractors don't realize. Some agencies prefer to work with vendors who take feedback seriously and try again. If they see you making improvements again over time, they may be more inclined to give you a shot at a future project, and that is the truth. Number 5, bidding on future opportunities with the same contracting office. The final indirect marketing activity is consistently bidding on future opportunities with the same contracting office. If a contracting office releases multiple contracts in your field or in your umbrella strategy, even if you lose the first one, keep bidding. Every time you bid, you reinforce your presence with that agency. The more they see your name in the proposal reviews, the more they recognize you as a serious player in the industry. Over time, you build a reputation as a contractor who is engaged, persistent, and professional with that office. And here's an insider tip, guys. Contracting officers often prefer to work with vendors that they know and are familiar with. They trust you. If you keep bidding and improving, you start to position yourself as a strong contender for these future awards. Now, I want to take a step back and say, I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's up to you. But in my strong opinion, targeted bidding beats aimless marketing any day of the week. Positioning yourself properly is key, and the more bids you submit, the better you get at it. If you want a step-by-step strategy, check out my federal government contracting strategy guide in the link down below. If you got value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Winning a GovCon isn't about marketing harder, it's about marketing smarter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.